Hi guys, I wrote a poem the other day, and it goes like this. I made this up myself. All me. I'm starting with the man in the mirror, and I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself, and then make a change.
Ow!
Welcome back to Lost in the Frame. I'm your host, Tachi.
I'm your host, Malik.
I'm your host, Alex.
I almost said the real guys. It was really weird. It's the first time this happened.
That's really
It was
weird.
like on the tip of my tongue, and I was like, that's not right.
That's the
I froze for a
incorrect
second.
podcast.
Yeah. Lost in the Frame. That's who we are.
Welcome, yes, to Lost in the Frame. Today we're going to be discussing Michael. We are very excited for this episode.
Michael who?
Michael Jackson. Ow! Ow! Oh, that was good.
Thank you.
Typically, I would be spamming these sounds on a soundboard. I don't have them on the soundboard, so we will be spamming them throughout the episode.
Ad-libbing like a Travis Scott song.
Hell yeah. Let's talk about our rapid review, what we've been watching, get into movie news, and then we'll talk about Michael.
Yeah.
I can go first on the rapid review.
Okay.
Alex, I believe you drafted this movie in our last draft, but I watched Gattaca. Did you draft
Nice.
that?
I did draft that.
Okay. Yeah, listener, if you remember, Alex recently drafted Gattaca. I don't remember the category, but it's the
It
movie
was my
where
wild card.
Oh, got it. From the 90s.
Was it wild?
It's a little wild. It's not what I expected. This is the movie where Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman met, directed by Andrew Niccol. I liked it. You know, based off of the poster, it's not. I didn't know anything about this movie. I just knew the poster. I'm like, Ethan Hawke looks like a colon. Uma Thurman is doing something, and then there's a shot of Jupiter on it with Gattaca in a weird font. But I liked it. Good movie. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not going to say much about it, so if you want to watch it, I just went in as blind as possible. But Ethan Hawke is not a colon or a vampire in this, despite what the poster looks like. Ow!
Sounded like a hungry cat.
That one was not good. It's too high pitched for me. I'll leave the owls and the key-hees to you guys.
All right, I'll go next. My rapid review this week is The Rip, starring Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, Tiana Taylor, Steven Yeun, and Kyle Chandler. It's a pretty decent heist movie, and that's about all I'll say.
Is that a Netflix original?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Not bad, not great, but it's good enough. 3 out of 5 stars.
I saw something in the news recently that some like police academy, or I'm not really sure what it was, but they were suing The Rip for, I don't know, like putting like a bad name on them. I'm not sure. I saw something about it in the news, but it wasn't interesting enough for me to click it.
It
Sounds
goes
soft.
the movie does go really hard against one police department, and I have no idea if that is a real police department or not.
I think it
Same.
might be because of this, just because of the headline that I saw, that someone's angry about The Rip, basically, and they're trying to sue.
There's like a straight 5 minutes where like the guys from this department suck.
Basically. They're just up to no good.
All right.
My rapid review is 1967's In the Heat of the Night, starring Sidney Poitier and Rod Steiger and Warren Oates. This was the Best Picture winner for the 40th Academy Awards, as well as Best Adapted Screenplay and Best Actor. This, I feel like, is the OG detective procedural. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Shimona.
I gave
gotta
it
check it out.
a 4 out of 5.
Very good.
Nice.
I want to watch every Best Picture winner. That is a goal of mine,
Including Crash.
including Crash.
Would you
I don't
rewatch
think-
Coda?
Oh my God, dude.
I never saw it. I never saw
Coda
Coda.
did win Best Picture.
You might like it second time around. I don't know. Not that I've done it, but
you're gonna make me do it and report back.
yep.
I'll let you know. Let's get into the world of movie news before we get into Michael. Grown Ups 3 is officially in the works at Netflix. Banger incoming.
Yep.
There was a teaser
Everybody
release.
wants this.
Everybody wants it. There was a teaser release for East of Eden, which is another Netflix original coming this fall, starring Florence Pugh, Christopher Abbott, and Mike Faist. The series follows the intertwined destinies of the Trask and Hamilton families in California's Salinas Valley.
Yet another book I need to read this year before the movie comes out. John
Was
Steinbeck.
that already
John-
on your book list?
Yes, John Steinbeck, East Eden.
Oh, that's why it sounds familiar. You've brought up East of Eden. I was
Have
like, why does this name ring a bell? Yeah, you have.
I don't think I have. I think it's just a very famous book by a very famous author.
Sure. A Quiet Place 3 has begun filming.
Starring Jack O'Connell, of course.
Our
it
boy,
does.
Our boy.
friend of the podcast.
Very close friend of the pod, Jack O'Connell.
How's that?
How's that?
How's that?
Ooh, speaking of which, see that picture of our boy with the bow and arrow?
I did. Alfie Williams.
Mm-hmm.
We
I wonder
better
what
get
that
this
could be
fucking
for.
movie. We better get this movie.
Surely.
Surely. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to bring up one thing in my rapid review. I was going to say, in the future, you guys are going to hate me for my rapid reviews.
Why?
I spent $25 yesterday for 3 tickets, and I wanted to tell you guys about it. These are for showings in June, July, and August. 3 movies, $25 total. First, Manhunter by Michael Mann, with Michael Mann in attendance, with an in-person Q&A at the Academy Museum in June. $10. Second, Alfred Hitchcock is here. He's here. They brought him back. Guillermo del Toro is doing an Alfred Hitchcock retrospective at the Academy Museum. And bought tickets for
$10.
$10.
So what's the $5 one?
The $5 one.
You revive Alfred Hitchcock.
Alfred Hitchcock is coming.
You raise him from the grave.
Train to Busan 4K with director Yan Sang-ho in attendance.
Dude.
Yeah. $5.
You bitch.
You're still not convincing me to move to LA.
That's what I'm trying to do.
The movie tickets are cheap. Everything else is $1 trillion.
Dude, oh my God. So I went to go get my hair done yesterday, right? Gas is very expensive over here. It's brutal. So much so that we're driving Cam's car more instead of my truck. Where we are, it's $6. I was downtown LA yesterday and I passed a Chevron and my jaw literally dropped as I saw the highest gas prices I've ever seen in my life. That I stopped at a green light to take a picture. $8.65.
That's crazy.
I thought you were going to say in the sevens.
8
Jail.
above $8.50, nearly $9.
Ow! Allegedly.
No, this was proven. I'll send you the picture. And I saw people putting gas there, and I'm like, if you guys just go 15 minutes anyway, you can at least
Maybe
save
they can't.
$2.50.
Maybe they cannot go 15 minutes that way.
That's true. Literally insane. Someone
been
needs to
riding
fix this.
I've been riding a quarter tank in my car for like a week and a half. just feathering the throttle. Because I have a hybrid for those who are unaware. Feathering the throttle so the actual gas does not turn on.
Mm-hmm.
I've been at a quarter tank for like a week and a half. I'm holding out. We got to do something about this Hormuz thing, guys. We got to solve this.
We have to. We can
The three of
reopen
us.
it. Yeah. Have you guys noticed that gas is it doesn't take your car as far? Do you guys get like a mileage count whenever you have a full tank?
It
Seems that way.
Yeah.
There is a real reason behind that. If you're not just like conspiracying.
What is the reason?
I think that they raise the ethanol level.
Okay.
So it's not as much gasoline to like dilute it a bit. So it's not good for your engine, A. And B, you're not going to get as far of mileage on it because your car is probably not built to handle that much ethanol.
Are
But
they diluting to spread it like as far as we can for as long as we
yes,
can?
yes.
I figured.
It's like when
That's
someone puts water in their empty shampoo so they get like the
yeah.
extra
You're
shampoo.
shaking it around.
Yeah, it's that,
So
but with
on a
ethanol.
on a full tank, my truck is at about 426 miles to empty.
It's actually
And
great.
I've noticed the last few times that I've gassed up, it caps out at about 360, 365. And I'm like, it's never done that before.
Mm.
That's new.
No, I mean, there's going to be the downstream consequence, not to get like political or anything on the pod, but the downstream consequences of this, like what's going on in the world, and I'm not, saying one way or the other, is going to be crazy. Like,
Yeah.
cars are not going to last as much longer if we keep running ethanol through engines that are not built to handle that much ethanol. We're probably about to run out of motor oil. So go to your local O'Reilly's and stock up. This is financial advice.
Car maintenance advice.
This is not financial advice. And we're gonna have to repair so much crap down the line. Like, you're gonna have like an entire era of like generation of cars, basically, where it's like, oh yeah, they're screwed because of those engines didn't last long at all. Not because anything the manufacturer did, unless it's like a Chevy or something. But no, just because we keep running diluted oil through them to try and mask the fact that we're on this massive oil crisis. So allegedly.
Curry Barker's Obsession is now at 96% on Rotten Tomatoes, one of the highest rated horror films of 2026. Now,
I feel like we do this with every horror film. I'm excited for this one. I feel like it's like, what was the one we saw?
Though.
It is sustained, you think?
I think the hype is sustained, yeah.
I hope it's good. I really, really do. I'm rooting for this one. Like, I got stock in this, I feel. And
I
hey,
think it's legit.
We get to watch it together.
We do.
I'm looking forward to that.
One last ride.
Family. Filming began for A24's Flesh of the Gods, starring Wagner Moura, Kristen Stewart, and is it starring Alba Baptista, or is she a director? I didn't see that.
No, she's an actress.
Oh, okay. I know nothing about this. Wait, this is the one that you said it's about like vampires potentially or something? Tachi?
Maybe.
I don't remember.
Let me check.
I like who's in it.
Yeah.
I like what I'm hearing.
Heck of a threesome there.
Heck of a threesome.
This film follows a married couple who drift from their luxury condo into the neon-soaked 1980s LA nightlife, where they encounter the mysterious and enigmatic Nameless. And it's supposedly a vampire thriller.
That's insane. That sounds so sick.
It sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Kristen Stewart in a vampire thriller?
Someone
Hang
cooked
on,
here.
Spider Monkey.
Last bit of news, and we'll get into the movie. Jafar Jackson says he watched Whiplash a lot when preparing to play Michael Jackson in Michael. And in quotes, he says, "There were times where I'd put Whiplash on in my process because I always felt a lot of motivation from that film." Is that the correct movie to get motivation from?
In a weird way, yes.
Yes and no, yeah.
Okay.
Like, it does kind of hype you up in like a bad way.
I agree. I'm fully there. Shimona. All right. that was just a little whimper. That wasn't even Michael Jackson.
It was subdued Michael. He was just
He's
chilling.
just feeling good over there.
Chilling in the couch.
Okay. Let's do our Letterboxd Love Like Loathe and then get into the movie. Tachi's got our 5-star, me with the 3, and Alex with the 1.
All right. This 5-star comes in from Joshua Kane. I just know Michael would have loved Fortnite.
You know what? Yeah.
He might.
You might. I have two, and they're both 2.5. This first one comes in from Justin Time 179, 2.5 stars. Taylor Swift next. Next one by Karen Kessie, 2.5 stars. Coleman Domingo, I'm not going to be able to look at you for a while.
Me when actors act something other than someone I can stand.
I don't think that's why they're saying that.
Wait, what? Are
No,
we
I think
missing
it's
context?
exactly why they're saying that. What?
Well, like, you think it's because the character is bad?
Yeah.
I think it's because it's a bad performance.
Dun dun dun.
Whoa.
That's how I read it. Ow.
All right. Our half-star review comes from
Oh, damn.
Sammy. Yeah, Michael, being a pedophile is bad, all caps. But he got away with it, which means I guess you can get away with child sex crimes, and it don't matter if you're black or white. Or maybe he was just a smooth criminal.
Oh, my God.
Also, the movie wasn't even good, even going into it pretending he's not a pedophile. Allegedly.
Ow. Let me read the synopsis real quick. Michael, directed by Antoine Fuqua. The story of Michael. I don't know if I said that last name right.
Sure,
It's
you
a
did.
black man. I don't think that's pronounced that way.
That's the only
How
way
else
I've
would
heard
it be
it.
pronounced?
I don't know. Like, I feel like I
Fuqua.
just enunciated that kind of wrong. Fuqua.
Sounds right to
I
me.
mean, all right, whatever.
Believe
The
in
story
yourself.
of Michael Jackson, one of the most influential artists the world has ever known, and his life beyond the music. His journey from the discovery of his extraordinary talent as the leader of the Jackson 5 to the visionary artist whose creative ambition fueled a relentless pursuit to become the biggest entertainer in the world, highlighting both his life offstage and some of the most iconic performances from his early solo career. And this stars Jafar Jackson, Coleman Domingo, Neil Long, and Miles Teller. I'll open it up with a question to you two.
What?
We can all take our turn going around. What is your relationship to Michael Jackson?
I've always liked him
Mm-hmm.
growing up. I wasn't like a true fan.
Yeah.
I'm not a homer, but I like the guy. Got good music.
I admittedly didn't like really get into his music until he passed away.
Mm-hmm. Same.
I mean, he died in 2009. I was 14. And so like whenever it happened, I understood like the gravity of the situation and
Sure.
like what we lost. But I had never like really dived deep into his music, so I didn't become like more of a fan until after he passed away.
Alex. What's your relationship with Michael, Alex?
Tell us about your relationship with Michael Jackson right now.
Well, this one time I got invited to Neverland.
It was written all over your face.
Here's the thing. I was not that old when he died, right? And my parents, I don't think were never the hugest fan of him. Like they always like respected the talent and stuff like that. So I didn't really get into him until I started doing like my own music dive. But I remember we were at this Thai restaurant in Westerly, Rhode Island. We were going there, and I get a call on my little flip phone from my best buddy, and he was like, "Bro, Michael Jackson just died." Like, what? So we go into the restaurant, and they're on the news as Michael Jackson had just died. Yeah, he. I mean, controversial guy, right? Don't
sure.
want to mince words, even though I already did. But yeah, controversial guy. I think he's the greatest entertainer of all time.
I agree.
He, separating the art from the artist here, right? I don't think we've ever seen someone who can sing and dance at that level. I mean, the guy's crazy talented. he moved in ways that I didn't know like a human could move. And I don't think anyone alive even eclipses him in any way, shape, or form.
Not even no
None
one,
of the huge stars right now.
nobody comes close.
No one comes close. I mean, you got like Michael Jackson, you had grown men like fainting at the concert.
Yeah.
Like grown men just going nuts over MJ. You had, according to this movie, you had like the Bloods and the Crips came together because this guy was so good at dancing.
You know, real quick, I did think that part of the movie was silly. And like immediately after, I'm just like, okay, I got to see like what's real and what's fake, what was dramatized for the movie or not. That happened. He like actually cast real Blood and Crip members in that music video.
Ow!
And I wish we had like real life footage of that conversation. I don't think it was like, I don't know. It just felt very like cheesy in the actual movie. We're gonna put your
differences aside and we're gonna dance.
The universal thing we all have here is music. Dance. They're like, all right, cool, for sure.
He's not
but
wrong.
It happened. He's not wrong. It worked.
And that's insane. Like, could you see Taylor Swift mending gang relations?
Yes.
I could see that.
Yeah, I can too. She should. Taylor Swift, you ever been to Compton?
You want to go?
Let's get you out here.
I'd pay money to see Taylor Swift walking down like Crenshaw Boulevard.
If you like that Justin
No
Bieber
security,
video,
no cameras.
he's doing like push-ups in the parking lot.
I don't think I've seen that video.
You haven't seen that?
Of Bieber?
Yeah.
You'll have to send it.
Yeah, I'll send it.
Yeah, there are like, we will never see this type of fame and star again. Like, Michael Jackson really was one of one. And in the past, and seeing concert videos, we all know like the Super Bowl aura video. Like, right. You see these things and
it goes so ridiculous.
It goes ridiculously hard. Like, I still find it hard to like fully realize that like that was a real person. Like, that was a legit star. And his impact will, I think, be felt for generations. And we can talk about like his music and everything like that, but literally one of one. And so I think trying to approach making a biopic about this bigger than life movie star, for me, kind of just seemed doomed from the very beginning. Because I'm like, how do you put to film in a 2-hour runtime? How do you put to film like the fame and the nuance and the tragedy of somebody of this magnitude? Like, I just feel like you can't. Like, there are multiple ways I think you could approach a story. But I don't know. What were you guys' like expectations going into this movie?
I had my doubts that they could fully capture the life and the stardom of Michael, but I feel like in some ways they did a really great job. Mm-hmm. But going into it, I think it's pretty reasonable to not expect anyone to be able to replicate his magic.
I don't think I had any expectations for this other than like, this is every biopic I've ever seen. Like, I already know how this is going to go.
But it's Michael.
That was my expectation going in. I'm like, unless they take like the Rocket Man route, like I was like, it's going to be exactly the same. I was really curious to see how they handled a couple certain things, which we'll get into. But yeah, I didn't have like any expectations.
So Antoine Fuqua, the director of this, he has directed Training Day, The Guilty, Southpaw, The Equalizer 1, 2, and 3,
nice.
The Magnificent Seven, and most famously, Olympus Has Fallen. Not the director that I would think would take on a project like this based on his filmography. This is very different from the more, I don't know how you'd even describe it.
Action heavy.
Yeah, just very action heavy.
Maybe he just loves MJ.
I mean, probably does. I mean, I'm sure that the MJ estate had a lot of say in who gets involved with telling the story. So
They're probably similar age too, so he probably feels like from the same generation of artists.
yeah, man, could you imagine growing up in like the 60s, 70s, 80s when he was like at his peak? I
He was
couldn't
born
imagine.
He was born in 65 and in Pittsburgh, so like geographically fairly similar
Mm-hmm.
area to where the Jackson 5 was doing their thing originally. Gary, Indiana. My grandma lived there for a bit.
Really?
Yep.
Never been down to Gary.
Don't ever go.
I'm fine. I don't think I will. One other thing I wanted to shout out from the crew is the cinematographer is Dion Beebe. He has shot Edge of Tomorrow,
Ooh.
Collateral, Memoirs of a Geisha, and it says here he's slated for Heat 2.
Oh.
He
More
also
like
shot Miami
Heat.
Vice.
2.
Very good.
That's cool.
Let's start with what works in this movie. Obviously opens up with Michael in his childhood. We're missing half of the siblings. We only see the Jackson 5.
And LaToya.
And LaToya. What works for you guys in this movie?
Musical numbers.
Yeah, I think the dancing and music was pretty good, like all things considered.
The concerts were awesome.
Yeah.
Like the Human Nature performance was sick.
Yeah, I kind of want to talk about that now because that is my favorite part of this movie.
It seems like it's everyone's favorite part.
Like, Human Nature is such a good song. And I think that performance, it's towards the very end of the movie. It's in the last 15 minutes.
Mhm.
But watching that performance, I was like, I think that was the one time in the movie where I was just kind of like, wow. That's
Same.
crazy. The song has been in my head for like a week now. When did you guys watch this?
Last weekend.
Okay.
I think it was opening weekend. Friday, maybe. Thursday,
Got
Friday.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just watched it on Sunday. And yeah, Human Nature has just been
So good.
what? Just listening to the crowd like sing.
Yeah.
Man, would have loved to go to those concerts.
Are you stumped already?
No, I'm not stumped. I was just trying to think like where like what else I want to shout out for like what works. As far as like the beginning of the movie, we're watching the Jackson 5. I did want to shout out the actor who played young Michael.
Mm.
I thought he did a great job.
He did do a great job.
For sure. So did Jafar.
Mm,
You don't think so?
I think the hair and makeup was really, really good.
I think the hair and makeup, was on point.
You
And I
can't
think
give
his
any
dancing was
credit
pretty
to
good.
the singing, the dancing, I guess the level of acting without any experience. I mean, I know he grew up with a famous family, but
It's a complicated show with the hair and makeup. There were so many times, especially like as we get later and later into the movie, where there are like split-second shots of Jafar where I'm like, holy shit, that's
it looks
Michael.
just like him. Yeah.
It looks just like him. Like, so full props for the hair and makeup team because they put in the work. There were a lot of times where I was like, holy shit, this looks like absolutely amazing.
Mhm.
Great dancer.
I saw someone in the 1 stars when I was coming through for my Love Like Loathe. They were hating on the dancing. It's like, oh, he's not as good as MJ. I was like, okay, first of all, no, it's not gonna be as good as MJ. MJ was the GOAT.
Yeah.
He was pretty good. I mean, basically, there were 2 camps in the 1 stars. People who thought the movie was garbage because of some allegations, and people who were huge MJ fans and were like, "This sucks because it's not MJ."
I feel like
They
neither,
need to hang out in a bar together all night.
Yeah, I feel like
I'd pay to
neither
watch
are
that in
valid
theaters.
criticisms.
No, I don't think neither are valid either. And I feel like with both with the half stars and the 5 stars, like you're gonna find like MJ lovers it's interesting to see a big group of people like purely like love this movie because of their like adoration for Michael Jackson. And then like you were saying in your reviews that you found, Alex, people that were just like, yeah, that's not MJ. Duh.
He's
What
dead.
do we do?
God, Jafar is an idiot. Why did he even try?
The singing in the movie. Did Jafar sing, or did he kind of just lip sync a lot of Michael Jackson's actual tracks? Do you guys know?
I assume he lip synced a lot. That was my assumption.
Same.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't confirm. But I think he did sing a little bit.
Okay. If I'm not mistaken, he does sing. I'm sure he's some type of like performer or anything like that. Now, understanding that this is his first role and a very big role, I think those are huge shoes to fill.
Yeah. I mean, the
So-
pressure couldn't be higher.
Yeah, and the pressure's insane. The pressure would be insane for anybody to play this, but for like a direct family member to do it as well,
Mhm.
I can't even like fathom the amount of pressure that must have felt like. So
The only other time I can think of something like that is when O'Shea Jackson Jr. played Ice Cube in Straight Outta
Oh.
Compton.
Right.
that one was like, duh. That one just made sense though. And I feel like we had seen O'Shea in other things, no? By that point?
I don't remember.
Maybe he's just around now that I forget that maybe that was his first role. I'm not sure.
But
being
unfortunately,
said-
Ice Cube is not Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
It's a little different.
They're pretty similar. Similar levels of fame, right?
Sure.
Global success, Ice Cube.
Ice Cube stands. All
Or my-
15 of them were like, Ice Cube is, he's the MJ of Compton, if you think about it.
Where are my "Are we there yet" heads? All that to say, I think the acting from Jafar is very subpar. I don't know if it's him. I will say I think a lot of this is the writing.
I think the writing it gets tough in some spots.
Yeah. And so
Also-
I think he... Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No. Go. I've been
gonna say-
yapping.
It's not like he's, well, I guess another challenge is that Michael didn't act like a normal person. He spoke
Hmm.
differently. He just like presented himself in a very not normal way.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I get what you mean. And that's what I was like struggling with coming into this episode. I started to struggle with the question of should we have made this movie? Should this movie exist, basically?
A lot of people will tell you no.
Would anyone here say no? It's
No,
just-
because I
if-
will say yes.
It feels like such a tall task, and you hit the nail on the head, Tachi. Like, he's a one of one person
Mhm.
that any portrayal of him, maybe, I could be wrong. I'm not proven right though, or I've not been proven wrong with what I'm about to say. They just feel like caricatures.
He did. There were a lot of moments where he felt very caricature, especially when he was like talking to like kids or like these aren't my fans, they're my family.
Yeah,
Like
Mhm.
like things.
I'm
like
sure
that.
he said something like that, but how many of those moments that were jam packed into the movie? It was like, can't you let him like be normal? Because he wasn't like a robot. He was a really odd, strange guy, and that's not even the half of it. But the grace that I'll give him is that he had an extremely hard upbringing
Mhm.
Right.
to the point where I don't think he ever really grew up normally. Like he didn't grow into like a well-adjusted normal person. That guy didn't have a normal life at all. Not one iota sliver of it at all.
Right.
No hope. But he was still like a human being. Like, you know, he wasn't non-functional.
Mhm.
He was a pretty good businessman. He was, as far as I understand, pretty good with the ladies. He was married a couple times. So, it's not like he was super awkward around other people. He just was weird. Like, but I don't know. There's something weird about like the way they like how infantile they portrayed him.
Yeah.
There was also a lot of, and I don't know how accurate this is, but in the movie they basically isolated him all the time. Like he was never really friendly with any of his siblings. Obviously not with his dad. I guess a little bit with his mom, but he did not have friends at all, other than like his driver, who obviously was paid to be his bodyguard. But yeah, he was just like a really lonely guy, and I don't think that helped either.
Hmm. There's a lot that goes into Michael Jackson as a person. Like we were saying, like he's a very
Psyche.
nuanced individual. Yeah. And I do feel like there are more interesting ways to go about telling a story of a person like this. And I just feel for me the movie as a whole just took like the least interesting route to explore that. Like I don't know, this just felt to me like Wikipedia pages put to screen with concert footage. Like if that's what it felt like to me by the end of the day. Like really what works for me is the songs, and that's just because those are Michael Jackson's songs. It's not anything that the movie really brought, you know?
The other thing that really didn't work for me, and before I'm putting a pin in something that I'm going to immediately come back to you. No one ages in this movie at all. Outside of like Michael.
Like his dad, his mom.
Yeah, they don't age. His brothers never really age. The biggest like the biggest examples I can think of are the music lady, like the agent, the girl who was in Spider-Man in
Okay, yeah.
Homecoming,
Yeah.
her Laura Harrier.
Hmm.
It
She
was
doesn't
funny.
age the entire movie.
No, yeah, because I think 20 years or something had passed, like by the end of it when we see her again, and she's like, she just looks completely the same. Like it was just Lori Harvey again.
And then the producer guy, who's Quincy Jones,
Mm.
he doesn't age at all either. He just dressed differently. Like they put him in like an era appropriate outfit. And it's like, oh, I'm in the 70s now. Like
Him, so the casting choice for Quincy Jones and for basically like everybody in this movie, I think the casting department did a great job, like phenomenal job. I saw some like pictures just like comparing like real life counterparts compared to the movie. And like they cooked. People did cook here.
apparently Mike Myers was in this movie.
That okay, I wanted to see if you guys noticed that.
Unfortunately.
I'm noticing it now. I'm looking at
Isn't that
Letterboxd.
insane? Yeah, Mike Myers
was
was
he?
the CBS
He was-
president.
Yeah, he was a studio exec.
Oh, yeah.
Tachi, did you recognize him in the movie?
Yeah.
Really?
Hmm.
I didn't realize until I got home and a YouTube video told me.
Oh, yeah. Just as soon as it came on screen. Maybe it's my trauma from watching Austin Powers so much as a child. I don't know.
He
That's a great
apparently was
childhood.
also in Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, so there's like a cinematic universe going on of Mike Myers
Mm.
being like a studio head.
Nice.
Dude, speaking of cinematic universes, this is the second time he's appeared in a movie I watched the last 30 days. Don King,
Don King.
the hair.
Ah.
That guy. That guy needs a biopic. But I've seen 2 movies with Don King in it in the last 30 days.
What was the last one?
The Devil's Advocate with Keanu Reeves and Al Pacino.
Huh.
There's a Don King
Fun.
cameo, like the actual Don King. Y'all know about Don King?
No.
Like, you know who Don
Like,
King was?
I know Don King, but like if there's something specific, no.
That guy needs a biopic. That guy lived a crazy life, like Marty Supreme level shenanigans,
I'd love to watch
and he
it.
just kept getting away with it in perpetuity. I mean,
Sounds fun.
he was. Pretty sure he like literally fixed boxing matches. He organized this massive title fight in the Congo and in the Philippines. But the one in the Congo, Rumble in the Jungle, it was Ali versus Frazier. I think Ali versus Joe Frazier.
That sounds familiar.
Do you know who put up the purse money for this fight? $5 million a piece to get them to fight each other.
I'm going to guess a musician.
No, you're going to be like, what, when I tell you?
What year?
This is the 70s.
So not a musician.
Politician?
Yes.
I'll go with this is a wild dart throw. George H.W. Bush.
No.
I like that guess. Who was it?
Muammar Gaddafi.
Oh.
Whoa. That
Okay.
He helped finance this giant title fight
okay.
in the middle of the Congo.
Cool.
So we need a Don King biopic.
We need a Don King biopic.
Sounds
Or like a Rumble in the Jungle biopic. I would love biopics of like specific events.
Okay, yes.
Because Rumble in the Jungle not only was like a crazy title fight, it's where like the Muhammad Ali like rope-a-dope thing came from.
Yeah, okay, got it.
But crazy title fight in this crazy location, and there was a crazy music festival. Have you guys ever seen the video of James Brown coming into a concert, like the best concert entrance ever?
No, I've seen Lil Yachty's concert entrance.
Well, do yourself a favor and look up James Brown, Zaire, like 1973, I think.
Okay.
If you type in James Brown Zaire, it'll be the first thing that comes up. Just watch like the first 30 seconds, 45 seconds. Watch till he comes on stage and starts singing. It is insane. The Coke was pure back then. I'll tell you that much.
That's what it was, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, Don King. And the Don King, to go back to Don King, the Don King actor was cast really well because he looked exactly like Don King.
Yeah, casting department cooked for sure.
But I want to talk about, and this is where I'm going back to with the pin, Malik, Coleman Domingo's performance. Because I liked it. I thought he did a decent job.
I liked it too.
Wasn't his best work, but I thought it was good.
I thought
was he too mean?
No, I thought he did the best he could with what I thought was a mediocre script. And also, like, I love Coleman Domingo, and I know Michael Jackson's dad looks like that. But it was tough to look at. I'm sorry.
It was.
Like, the makeup department, like, they cooked, but I don't know if I liked it. It's a very complicated emotion. I think he did as best as he could. I do lean more towards the side of not liking his performance, though. It felt...
Wow.
It just... knowing
I really
Coleman
thought he
Domingo,
was one of the best performances in the movie.
well...
And here's the crazy bit is where you go, I agree. And then look into the camera and go,
I agree. I don't agree.
So who do you think was the best performance in the movie?
I'm going to have to give it to the kid, Michael.
He was really good.
He was really good. Yeah, that's fair.
What about you guys?
That scene in the studio with him and Quincy was so sweet.
That was a very sweet scene.
Yeah.
He gave him a hug, and I was like, oh, my heart. You got ugly ass demon lurking in the corner.
Joe Jackson like leering in the background.
Joe Jackson's a scary
smells
man.
of sulfur.
He looks like he does.
The walking demon.
I'll throw it to you guys for other positives that work for you before we get into any more bad.
Ow!
I'm mad.
The movie opens while the distributor cards are flying around on screen and
the
the
Universal
companies. The first thing you hear in this movie, I almost stood up, was
That's why we go to the movies.
It really is. I kind of respect it.
I mean, incredible. Do you know how long Michael Jackson noises have been like a bit in my friend group?
Forever.
Exactly.
It feels like they've always been there.
Yeah. So for them to pick the most iconic Michael Jackson noise, which is and that is the first thing you hear, it's like, you know what?
I'm in.
I'm put in a really good mood.
I think the opening 3 minutes are like electric. With him, it's 1988. He's in his bad outfit. We don't see his face. We just see the back of him. We see the glove. We see the hair. I'm like, all right. We're in for something very special here. How do you guys think? What do you guys think about Jafar?
I thought it was hit or miss. There are a lot of really flat line reads, and I understand that Michael just kind of talked like that cadence, but still, there were a couple moments where I was like, that was the best take. Like, you couldn't hit me with another, like, oh, Bubbles, I rescued you from a sanctuary. Allegedly.
Thoughts on Miles Teller as John Bronca?
I completely forgot he was in this movie, so he comes on screen. I'm like, is that Miles Teller? I'm like, why does he look so old?
I said, Miles Teller, what are you doing here?
He was fine. I think he was just kind of there.
Yeah, why did he pick this role?
I don't know.
There must be more in... Oh, well, spoiler. And we'll talk about this a little bit more in a bit. But the movie ends with Michael's story will continue in Avengers Doomsday.
Michael will return.
So we are getting Michael Part 2, which is hopefully, and I stole this from a Letterboxd review, called Jackson.
That'd be great.
That would actually be sick.
But I'm going to guess there's more to what he's got, or in what they left on the cutting room floor. There was more of him.
Right.
I think there was a lot left on the cutting room floor.
I mean, there has to be.
Yeah.
Allegedly. That's ignorant.
Yeah, this was apparently like they had 3.5 hours of a final cut that got cut down to 2 hours.
That's nuts. There's a whole movie left on the cutting room floor.
There's a whole movie, and they did have to reshoot the entire third act in its entirety because of a certain clause in some type of like contracts. So apparently what they originally shot following like the Thriller / like Bad era was the allegations. The
first one.
The first one. That came in the late 80s, early 90s. Apparently the movie opened up with something like that, and then also the third act kind of followed the aftermath of those allegations. Now, it's insane that they shot an entire third act without knowing that they couldn't do that. Like I said, Michael Jackson's estate was heavily involved with this, so it's crazy that they went that far, but that mistake cost them, I think, an extra $15 million in the budget, as well as push the movie back an entire year. This movie was supposed to come out last April of 2025. And I can feel the reshoots like in the movie. The last 30, 40 minutes is basically just a recreation of a live concert. Now, we get Human Nature, the Human Nature performance, which I said is my favorite part of the movie. But from like a narrative standpoint, it's like, it's very choppy. And it ends what feels like very abruptly. Like it says Michael will return, and then you're kind of just like, oh, that's it? You know?
Yeah.
What are you guys' thoughts on the final third act?
It did seem weird.
Yeah. I agree with all that. It did feel a little strange. And the thing with the Pepsi ad and his head getting burned and almost killing him it was news to me. And that was crazy.
Really?
Yeah. I had no idea.
Wow.
I feel like I knew that happened, but like I had completely forgotten about it until then.
Whoa.
I was like, oh yeah, he did have burns, didn't he?
Yeah. That's kind of what started the the string of surgeries, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm, most likely, yeah.
Yeah, Cam
Yeah,
also
for that
had
to
no
be
idea
life
about
threatening
that.
is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's how he got hooked on painkillers.
Mm,
Yeah, that's so sad.
for sure.
There's
All because of Coleman Domingo.
God damn it, Coleman Domingo. I'm not gonna be able to look at him for a while. One of my favorite line reads is in the hospital. He's talking to one of the kids, and he's like, "You know who Charlie Chaplin is?" And the kid's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "No, you don't. You're such a doo-doo head." I was like,
See,
and then
that
the
one
kid,
is so, like, I've seen some clips of him where it's like, yeah, that sounds like something he'd say.
yeah, but then the kid's just like, no reaction.
Imagine
That's
like
funny.
being sick in the hospital and some guy's calling you a doo-doo head.
He's like the
spamming
grandson
nails.
of Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah, they're spamming nails in the chat.
You idiot. You don't know who Charlie Chaplin is?
You fuck ass. What doesn't work here for you guys? Anything that doesn't work for you, Tachi? I feel like you're against me.
Yeah, I think I'm the most positive so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's not the most well-written movie. It's choppy. It doesn't really focus on anything. It's just like a recap of things, his life. It just doesn't it stays really surface level.
Mhm.
And I don't know, it makes me really curious about the intention of the movie. And I'm sure we can, well, I guess we've brushed a little bit on it, but like why was this movie made? What are they trying to convey? Why are they doing it now? I guess a lot of my speculation, knowing that it was a legal thing, that they didn't include any of the legal issues that he was going through.
Well, it was like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Malik. I know you read the article more than I did. It was like legal issue around the portrayal of the accuser.
Yes.
So
they could have
makes you
included some stuff.
wonder,
Mhm.
did they know that that clause was there? And then we're like, oh,
Hmm.
now we can't portray MJ as a pedo.
Mhm.
Right. They
Wake up,
seem to
sheeple.
have painted him in a really positive light, and that he was primarily a victim, which is true. I mean, he was abused his entire life by almost everybody. But yeah, we really didn't get to see any of, I guess, his perspective from all of the accusations, from whatever. And I guess I don't know that I consider that like a fault of the movie, because I don't know. I mean, it's their family member. They can tell whatever the story they want to tell. It's not really up to me. But
Mhm.
I don't know. I just think it's interesting trying to think of it from their perspective, and why they're doing it, and if there's any like financial motivation
Oh,
or
well,
It's got to be,
yeah.
right?
I
there's
mean,
financial motivation.
for sure.
You
It
have
does,
the
but
biggest
there-
cash cow. You're sitting on the Jackson name. It's like
Yeah.
Coca-Cola.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
This movie's like guaranteed. Do we think this movie will hit $1 billion? Right now, it's the second highest grossing biopic of all time, right behind Bohemian Rhapsody. As of a few hours ago, this movie globally just crossed about 600 million in the box office. Bohemian Rhapsody landed at about 900 million. As soon as I saw that this movie was coming out, I was like, this could make $1 billion.
Up a billion.
Um,
Bubbles the chimp.
Sure.
Could they have done something better with that chimp?
Yeah,
CGI.
they could have hired the Better Man visual effects team for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
The primate guy.
Or the primate. Bro got Ben delivered to his front door. Ben.
The box opens. He's like covered in blood, wearing a t-shirt.
He's holding the scalp
Michael's
of
like-
that one girl.
Yeah.
Michael's like, I rescued him.
Primate will return.
Speaking of his pets, this is really dark, but apparently his dad murdered the mouse or rat right in front of Michael, like slaughtered it.
That's insane. No way.
Like in front of him as punishment for something.
Oh
I don't know the
my
validity
God.
to that, but that's what I've heard.
I'm gonna believe it.
I wouldn't put it past Coleman.
No. Coleman specifically
Yeah.
went into
Okay,
Jafar's
so-
trailer.
I just looked it up.
Okay.
Bubbles was apparently born in Austin, Texas in 1983 and is still alive
Bubbles is alive.
at the Center for Great Apes in Wauchula, Florida. If I'm pronouncing that native Wauchulans, shut up. No, but I wanted to find this story because speaking of Bubbles the chimp, one of the funniest things I've read in relation to Michael Jackson was this bit about Freddie Mercury. This is right off the Wikipedia page, so that's where I credit this. According to author David Wigg, Queen singer Freddie Mercury grew frustrated trying to record a duet with Jackson. There must be more to life than this because of Jackson's insistence that Bubbles be in the studio. According to Wigg, Michael made Bubbles sit between them and would turn to the chimp between takes and ask, "Don't you think that was lovely?" Or, "Do you think we should do that again?" After a few days of this, Freddie just exploded. "I'm not performing with a chimp sitting next to me each night." He left the project and released the song as a solo artist in 1985.
Wow.
All Michael did was just want to treat a monkey as an equal.
Yeah. Apparently Bubbles also bit Rashida Jones as a kid.
Really?
Yeah. It's Quincy Jones's daughter, so there's
Oh, yeah, duh.
Oh.
Yeah. Mhm.
Really?
Isn't that crazy? I found that out when Quincy died recently. Had no idea that Rashida Jones was his daughter.
Like actress Rashida Jones?
Actress Rashida
No,
Jones.
the other one.
Of Parks and Rec
Wow.
fame. Is Quincy
That's
Jones's
crazy.
daughter.
The one who works at HEB, that Rashida Jones.
Okay.
Different Rashida Jones. Really confusing.
It is.
Yeah, apparently Bubbles bit her when she was a kid.
Like, hard? Like,
I think it was, fine, not hard enough to
To end her.
like,
fully shut it out for Rashida Jones.
they still kept Bubbles after, so I guess it was fine.
This is for taking Jim away from Pam.
You don't know what you do yet. It's a time machine.
It's like one of those like kill baby Hitler situations.
Yeah, but-
Agent Bubbles.
what else to say about Michael? Hi, Rick. Shimona.
Shimona. Ow!
Any other highlights that were missing from the movie? I really like the line of Michael Jackson bathing in the sun, and he's like, "If I don't receive the messages from God, or if I miss it, He's going to give them to Prince."
I thought that was really funny.
That was really funny. I really like
What did Prince do to deserve that line?
that.
I gotta know the beef between the Jacksons and Prince.
Same.
Is it because he came up with the whole "I'm a symbol" thing before Michael Jackson could think of it?
Maybe.
Could be.
Could
God,
be.
I should turn my name into a symbol. The podcaster formerly known as Alex.
Yeah, I guess for like my closing thoughts for the movie, I think there was just a more interesting way to tell this type of story. Like it just felt like a highlight / low light reel followed by made up, or not made up, but like reshot concert footage. I thought a lot of the shots of the crowds were quite bad. Kind of took me out of it from like a visual effects standpoint. Like you could just people just looked fake.
Mhm.
in a lot of it, and like everyone had I don't know, everyone had like an iPhone face. You guys seen like the arguments about that?
No. What is
Of
that?
like it's hard to have like Lily Rose Depp in like a period piece because she's got
Oh,
she's
right,
got a
right,
face where like she knows what an iPhone is, you know?
right. Yeah.
It felt like that for a lot of the crowd shots. I'm like, these just look like current people. And I think the
Yeah.
whole movie just felt very like shot wise very clean, and I just didn't feel like transported into like the time or place. I don't know. I was not locked into this movie, guys. I did not like it.
Mm.
No heat.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
I did. I had a great time.
Sum it up for us. What are your closing thoughts?
I was bouncing my feet during every song. The Thriller recreation was fun. But yeah, no. I think just to recap, it was really surface level. Didn't cover any of the legal battles. But Jafar danced his butt off. Little Michael sang his face off. Coleman Domingo's an evil person. And Miles Teller was there.
He was there.
I don't know. I had a good time.
If the movie's point is to make us retroactively go back and listen to Michael Jackson and watch the music videos and watch the live concerts, if that was the point, I will consider it successful because that's all I've been doing.
No.
So I will give it that.
But it's not a good movie to you.
But I think it's a dog shit movie.
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's a strong declaration.
I do feel pretty strongly about this movie. I think actually, Alex, you do your summation and then I'll close it out before we give our ratings.
I don't know. I liked it.
What would
Not
you
bad.
sooner rewatch, Malik? This or Lee Cronin's The Mummy?
Lee Cronin's The Mummy.
Oh my God.
I'd watch it tomorrow.
Get help.
What would you rather rewatch, this or 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Ooh. This because it's got human nature.
You should not be allowed anywhere near a microphone ever again. We have got to get rid of your opinions.
It all started with the last
Joe
Jedi.
Jackson, Malik.
I'm above.
Yeah.
That's your summation, Alex. You just liked it?
Yeah, it was a good time. I
All right.
I had fun. I also again went it's like How to Make a Killing. I went in with like low expectations.
Mm.
So I was just like, oh, that was really fun. You know, I was in a good mood. It opened with hee hee. I heard a hee hee. I wanted it to get a little deeper about like the allegations. I don't really know too much about them. I never watched.
I don't either.
Same.
What was it?
Finding
Leaving
Neverland?
Neverland?
Or yeah, Leaving
Finding
Neverland.
Neverland?
Yeah, one of those.
I never watched that.
Same. Can't watch it now.
Why not?
It's not available anywhere. The
Really?
only way to watch it is through a VPN for like Japan. I think their Netflix has it. But as of 2024, the Michael Jackson estate took it off for similar reasons in that clause for why they had to do the reshoots. Something with the
Well, that wouldn't make sense.
The way they portrayed people.
something
But
like
did
that.
they make that movie?
No.
But then
It was-
how would that be affected? Like they just called it out.
There might have been maybe some like fair use. I don't know if there are any actual like songs
Maybe
used in the movie.
Maybe they own like all of his likeness and
Something they were
all
able
of his
they were
property.
able to take it down. That's all I know.
That's not okay. I got to read more about this. I don't really know too much about it,
Same.
other than I think I really know a little bit more about the first one, like the one that supposedly, allegedly, got removed from this movie. Like that's the only one I really kind of know about. But even then, I don't know that much about it. I just, it's like the R. Kelly documentary that came out. I watched the first episode of that one, and I was like, you know what? Like, I don't want to sit through like 6 hours of this.
Yeah.
Like, this is really upsetting to listen to, and I don't like it, and it's bad. and I don't want to listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Fair.
I'm not disrespecting any victims or like, making light of their claims. It's just like something I was just like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't want to listen to this. I appreciate the bravery for coming and speaking about it, but it was just like I can't. I was just it made me
Not
uncomfortable
in
to
a
listen
place to
to.
watch it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I do want to dive deeper into that side of Michael for sure. I am very curious what the inevitable sequel will be about. If these are the issues they're running into, like, is it gonna get into all of that or not? I don't know, but
Jafar's gonna turn into the camera and break the fourth wall and be like, I was never actually convicted of anything in a criminal court and no charges were brought against me. This was all civil conjecture. And then go back to the movie.
5 stars.
Allegedly.
5
I
stars.
wonder how they're going to do his makeup as well. It's going to be tricky.
It's gonna get
Yeah, I
a
liked
bit
the one
trickier.
scene with the vitiligo foreshadowing.
Yeah. They kind of did that more towards the end too, with all like the flashes as he's walking down the hallway, just giving him that white complexion. I was like, oh, a little nod, sure.
Ratings?
Final ratings?
Sure.
I don't want to go first today.
All right, Team Money, go first.
All
I
right.
don't want to go.
I'll go first. 3.5 out of 5.
I think for me, a low 3.5 or a high 3. I had fun.
It's a fun movie.
I did have a good time. Yeah, I feel like my heart said a 3.5 when I walked out. So I'll go with that. I'll go with 3.5. I'll be kind and merciful before Malik absolutely pisses on it.
I'm giving this a 2.5 out of 5.
Oh, that's way better than I thought after how you're talking about it.
2.5 is
Well,
not
I mean-
absolute dog shit.
It's saved because it has Michael Jackson songs
Human
in it.
nature.
Because it's got Human Nature.
Yeah.
Like that performance was like absolutely electric.
For sure.
Just hearing the crowd just sing back to him and like so many moments in that specific performance where I legit was like, that's Michael. And I did get like emotional. Like Jafar did a great job in some of those parts for sure. So yeah, I feel good with the 2.5.
Okay. It's tolerable. Oh, forgot to mention this. My mom and dad have both seen Michael Jackson.
In concert.
Like
Yeah.
in person?
Yeah, in concert.
Wow.
Yeah. And they
What did
just
they think
told
of
me that
the... You didn't know that before?
My mom
What
just
did they-
told me a couple days ago.
What did they say about it? Did they enjoy their time?
I don't think she remembers.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'd remember.
I think she remembers that it was fun, but like nothing specific. It was like what? Almost 40 years ago.
I'd remember.
Okay.
I probably wouldn't remember. One thing that I actually didn't know, which is why I also want to dive deeper into his story, was the whole victory tour with the Jackson 5 following Thriller. I didn't know about any of that.
Me neither.
It's very sad and crazy that he did that. Because, I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, it probably did just become like the Michael Jackson show.
Yeah.
With his other brothers. Yeah, we didn't even hit on like a lot of the siblings being left out. Janet Jackson's not involved in this at all.
Yeah, that really pump faked me because I was like, where's Janet? Wasn't Janet his sister? And I'm like, she's daughter? I'm like, no. Was she like a cousin? It was like second guessing myself the whole movie. And then I looked it up. I'm like, oh, yeah, she was his sister.
Yeah, youngest sister.
What happened to Janet?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not sure why she wasn't in this.
Do you think in part 2 they're going to do the thing with the gun?
What's the thing with the gun?
Oh, the
Yeah.
Oh,
with the soldier.
I saw a longer clip of that. I always just see him putting down the gun, and someone is like, "I swear to God, he's laughing in this," and he's putting the gun down, and it's like the way he's putting his head down, and you can see him smile, and then he like puts his head away, And they're like, he's not emotional. Like, he was laughing. Like, I don't think he liked doing this. Like, he's like laughing at how ridiculous it is.
My favorite bit is when it cuts to the crowd. There's like people like fearful. Like, what do you think's about to happen?
Oh my God.
You're like,
my favorite meme is that, but reversed of him lifting the gun up and letting it go.
Oh yeah,
It's me every single Monday.
good times, dude. Good times.
I feel like there was something. I saw Janet Jackson in concert last year, a couple years ago.
Wow.
I don't remember how old she is, but she puts on a show.
Gotta be in her 60s?
Yeah, it was at the Moody Center.
You can't go to the movie center anymore.
Oh. She's
I don't need
59.
to.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see
she's
the
up there
resemblance.
moving like that. It's crazy. Apparently that music video for Scream, Janet and Michael, is the most expensive music video to date.
Why?
CGI effects and schedules. It went up to like the budget ballooned to $7 million, which in today's dollars is like $15.7 million. And if I'm not mistaken, it's still like the most expensive music video there ever was. Anything else?
I think I've heed my last he.
I think I've Shah my last Mona. Shamona. I lied.
I think I've. Ow! My last. Ow!
All right. Well, that about does it. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. We will see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Which
Bye.
is, I think, to be determined.
Yes, now it is. We'll talk about it right now as soon as we
All
hang
right.
up, though. All right. Bye.
Bye.